I wanted to share with you guys how I get at least $200, if not more, dollars in free things every time I buy shampoo. You probably looked at the thumbnail and said, okay, that's FabFitFun. And that's truly how I do it. I allot the money I would have normally used to buy shampoo and conditioner, and I put it into FabFitFun. That is how I justify FabFitFun. And if that's something that makes sense to you, then stick along so that I can explain and actually show you how this system has worked for me and why I have decided to stay with FabFitFun and use FabFitFun since it's probably been like 4 years now that I've been a FabFitFun member. This is not sponsored. I'm not a FabFitFun partner. I will provide my link below if you decide that you want to use it, but you don't have to use it either. If you don't want to use it, great. If you want to use someone else's, great. If you don't want FabFitFun, also great. I am just trying to explain how it makes sense to me because I feel like no one I have seen talk about like how this makes sense. How do I girl math this? And I feel like once I explain this, this actually makes a lot of sense and is an easy way to actually decrease the amount of money you spend on beauty products. My name is Rachel. This is Lux on the Low, where we talk all things about how to live a luxurious life while being on a realistic budget. So if that's something that makes sense to you, then please like this video, subscribe, and turn on the bell notification so that you have access to all the other videos that I upload. I'm excited to see you in a future one. How does this make sense? What do I do? And what is the cost breakdown? I have my phone here so that I can tell you what the cost breakdown is for FabFitFun. It depends on if you are an annual or if you are a seasonal. I pay for the annual membership because it saves me money. So I'm all about saving money. When thinking about shampoo and conditioner, that's something that we all buy, I would hope. And I tend to use shampoo and conditioner that is higher quality because it's just better for my hair. Okay, I usually wash my hair every other day, and so that's how often I'm using shampoo and conditioner. I actually do not use conditioner in the shower. I use leave-in conditioner. The brands that I typically look for when it comes for shampoo and like leave-in conditioner are going to be costing at least $30 per item. So that's around $60 that I would pay for shampoo and conditioner. And I usually use shampoo and conditioner over a 3-month period. So I don't use a lot. It lasts me about 3 months. So that's why this makes sense for me, because for FabFitFun, for an annual membership, it costs $64.99 per box. So it costs $64.99 per box for an annual membership. And so that's 4 boxes a year or once every 3 months. So you get it spring, summer, fall, winter. Given I'm already paying the ticket price of whatever shampoo or conditioner I would be buying would already be $30. If I'm buying 2 of them every 3 months, which that is what I would be doing normally, then that would cost me around $64, $65 with tax. So I'm just taking that money, putting it into FabFitFun, getting those items, plus I'm getting a whole bunch of additional items on top of that. The next step is, okay, well, are you able to actually get a shampoo and conditioner as a choice every single time? Not every single time, but I would say the majority of the time. So I'm going to show you over on this side every single box that I have. And I had a different account before I used this account. I ended up switching accounts, so I changed my email. That is why you won't see back as far as how long I've had it. But I'm now going to show you every single customization that I have made since 2022 so that you can see the different options that have been available in the past, because I feel like there's not a really good history within one video of what that looks like. But then also see how often was I actually able to choose a shampoo or a conditioner. And what, like I said, I use shampoo and then I use leave-in conditioner, so I have to choose leave-in conditioners. But I always have used FabFitFun for my moisturizer and my cleanser as well. So, and I don't go through them as quickly, so that really just depends. But basically every beauty product that I have needed, other than makeup, which even makeup comes in it as well, but all those products I have gotten solely from FabFitFun. I do not buy them separately out of FabFitFun. So that I feel like saves me a lot of money, and then I'm able to try new brands, which is really nice because these brands, I don't follow trends when it comes to fashion or, you know, skincare or anything like that. I honestly just don't care. I just want a product that works. So it's been really nice to try so many different products, and I have never had an issue with any of the products that I've tried with FabFitFun. Some of them I have really loved to the point where I wanted to rebuy it, and then I went to go rebuy it or look at the price and it was like $30, $40 plus. I was like, no, I'm not doing it. I refuse to pay that much. I will just, at least I feel like it makes more sense when I'm doing it through FabFitFun because yes, I'm paying that much. However, I'm also getting a variety of other products. So I feel like it just makes more sense financially for me. Let's go through now. I'm going to open up my FabFitFun account and I will show you on this side all of the orders that I have done in the past. And then after we do that, I will show you what I customized for this last box, which was spring. And you'll see, because I took the I'll show you after it's been a couple days since you could customize so that you're able to actually see what things sell out, because some things do sell out, and so you do want to customize earlier, and it's easier to do that if you're an annual. I also forgot to tell you, what would it be seasonally? It would be $80, so $79.99 per season if you do it seasonally. For me, I think that if I did it, if I was looking at it that way, I probably wouldn't do it. Because at that point, I don't think that it's worth it financially if you're doing it seasonally. Just in my opinion. It doesn't make sense for me. However, I understand too that, you know, sometimes you don't want to put all that money just up front. Because you do have to pay for it up front. And so that may make sense, or you may just need those, you may use the products over a longer period of time or whatever the case may be. Going into my past orders here, the first order you can see I got Living Proof full shampoo and full conditioner. I also got a Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Pink Juice moisturizer. I'm still currently using that moisturizer because I was using a different moisturizer before that. So I just didn't use it for a long time, and I'm now finally using that moisturizer. I absolutely love it. A Living Proof Restore Perfecting Spray, so that's what I used as my leave-in conditioner. I love that spray, and I ended up having multiple of them, so that took me a while to get through. I got a mini vegetable chopper, some pumpkin fresh peepers, which were under the eye, and then a spongel. And then I added on some other things, but you don't have to do any sort of add-ons. The next box that I got, again, I was able to choose shampoo and conditioner, but I decided to do it as an add-on for the Restore shampoo and conditioner because I really liked the Restore product that I had gotten in the box previously, so I wanted more of that. But I was able to do a shampoo, and this shampoo was extremely nice. I thought that this was such a good shampoo, and this is one that I almost decided to rebuy, but oh my gosh, was it so expensive. The other thing that you can see is I got a cleansing purifying scrub. I ended up having 2 of these. I absolutely love them. They're Christopher Robin, and I still have one of them in my shower that I use periodically just to get everything off of my scalp. I got a pillow. That pillow my kids use, they absolutely love it. And I got a lipstick, and then a hair mask and some towel scrunchies. The following box, I decided to not get any shampoo or conditioner because I had gotten so much in the past 2 and I wasn't using it fast enough that I knew that I didn't need it. So I decided to get some Kate Spade sunglasses. I got a candle. I got a bundle for, it was like a little lunch thing. And then a Fenty Beauty portable brush, which was really nice. I ended up getting 2 of these as well. And a mascara. Again, because of having FabFitFun, I've not ever had to pay for mascara like at Sephora or Ulta because of that. Although I know you can get these things for quite inexpensive. Not specifically that brand, but you can get, you know, mascara for $10 if that, at like a drugstore. I completely understand that. But it's been nice not to have to worry about finding those products, figuring out which ones work or which ones are good, because usually the products that they put in FabFitFun are ones that people really enjoy. The next one, I got a Free People vegan wallet, and that wallet I ended up gifting to a friend of mine for their birthday. I got a shaver, some stud earrings, a body wash, a cream moisturizer, and then some Rae Dunn bowls. The next box, this was a fall box, so this was fall 2023. I got this beautiful blanket that I use on my blanket ladder downstairs during fall. I got these spice jars, which were really nice quality, and again, I put them out for the fall. I got a Free People candle, a First Aid Beauty face cleanser, which I've already used all of that. Obviously, that's been a while. I got this waist pack, which kind of looked like Lululemon, but obviously it's not Lululemon. And then I got a body wash. I then got a robe, which I still have. Olaplex, which Olaplex is a very expensive brand. That's very nice. So I had never tried this before. I got this leave-in conditioner, which I used all of and really enjoyed. I got this apron, a wick trimmer, and then these pot holders, which I use every time I am getting something out of the oven. The next box, I got a Kate Spade New York blanket, which was really cute. It was lemons, so I thought that was adorable. I've not used it, but I'm planning to, and I've been meaning to, and I keep forgetting to give it to one of my friends who absolutely loves lemons, so one day I will get it to her. I got this gym bag, which we use for our kids anytime we went swimming. I got this heatless curling headband, which that was a big thing when these came around. So they have a lot of trending products too. So it was nice because I thought about actually buying one of these ahead of time, or like around that time, because I was just seeing so much advertisements of it, and I was like, would that really work for my hair? It did not. And it was nice to pick that and not waste money outside of this box. And then I got a shampoo and conditioner that I have used already. The next box, I got a cooler tote, which has been really helpful for groceries, a Mika shampoo and conditioner, a Fenty highlighter, a Mika Overfrizz Fighting Treatment, which I've been using right now in the shower, so I just now started using that. This anti-chafe liquid powder, which that stuff is really cool. Again, I would have never known about that product had I not had FabFitFun, and that thing has come in clutch. It is very nice, so I'm very impressed with that product. And again, I would have never thought about buying it or tried it before, or went out and like known, oh, like this is even something that was available. And then these nipple covers that are cream, and I've used these multiple times. Again, that was something that was kind of viral, or people were using and talking about a lot, were these types of nipple covers. So it was nice to be able to get that in my box. This box, which was fall of 2024, I got another blanket. I love blankets and I love candles, so that's a theme that you are seeing here, is that I am buying candles, or I'm picking candles, and I'm picking blankets when I have the opportunity to. I also got another pair of Kate Spade sunglasses, a shampoo, a Wow shampoo. I loved that shampoo. And again, it's been so nice to just try all these different types of shampoo brands that have been available. And I could see why some people may not like that, to be switching their shampoo all the time. But my hair doesn't have any problem with that type of change. So it's been really nice to just use different brands and see how they perform. And then I got these slides as an additional choice, which are very comfy. In winter of 2024, I got a Fenty perfume, and that was a luxe choice, so that was more expensive, but it smells so good. I got these Coquette set little ceramic, I don't know what you call them, tubs. They're not tubs, but anyway, I got those. Absolutely loved those. I use them on a daily basis. Then this is, I think, the first time that they had provided the opportunity that if you didn't like something within that specific customization, then you could just hit a credit. And so I didn't really like the other options, so I used credits. I selected credits in order to get the Fenty for basically no additional cost. And then I also chose some add-ons and additional choices. And those additional choices and then the credits, they kind of even themselves out. So I do like that that's now an option where you're able to choose a credit and then use that towards the other categories in the box. In spring 2025, I got this multi-purpose hanging travel bag, which I use, a laptop clutch, which I use on a daily basis, a leave-in conditioner. I finished all of that. I absolutely love that. Thought about, again, buying it again, and it was, I think this is around $30-$40. And again, I was just like, nope, I'm not doing it. I got a living proof shampoo that I've used, a milk bronzer, and then a stay and peel off lip liners, which I've not tried those yet. I really need to try those, but I was excited about those being in there because, again, this was something that was trending where people were, you know, doing the, oh, you put it on, you pull it off, and it stains your lips. I wanted to try that, but I didn't want to have to go buy that by itself, and it was nice to be able to just get that within the box. Okay, this one, another trimmer, a Pore Smooth Blur Drops from Glow Recipe, our share earrings, and then I just got a lot of jewelry this time. Liked all the jewelry options that they had. I'm very much a gold gal when it comes to jewelry. The fall 2025 box, I got this shampoo and conditioner set. That's a Mika. This iconic London Prep Set Glow. I have really enjoyed this product. Again, not something I would have even known existed or bought because I just don't follow those trends. A brow lifting liquid gel, which I use today because my eyebrows, they are crazy. They are absolutely crazy. I don't know what they're doing, but they're not doing a good job, and so I constantly have to wrangle them in. I got this cute little set that I actually have downstairs on my main table. I chose some shopping credits, and then I got this hourglass eyeshadow stick, and then I just added some add-ons. Again, if you watched my IKEA versus Target bookcase video, which I can link that up here, I talked about how I absolutely love Harry Potter. I am a Hufflepuff through and through. And they had this Hufflepuff fun gel. And I just was like, yes, I'm doing that. So I bought that. And then I bought these trivets. And I bought these dingly earrings as additional choices. But that basically, I paid $2 over because I got $10 in shopping credit for those additional choices. And then the add-ons, obviously, I paid for more. So, and then this is the last choice prior to this one that I just customized. I got these slippers in size 8, this cute purse. I did some credits again because I didn't like those additional, or the ones that were in those categories. And then I ended up getting 2 of these detangling mists. I realized that my camera didn't record me saying what I picked for my FabFitFun box for the most recent season. So I figured I would just actually show you guys what those items were that I chose. This is what the box looked like for FabFitFun this past season, and comes with typically certain like code things. And then I got my box. I chose a lot of jewelry, so the first thing is this Coach item. It was this necklace, so it's just like a little C and a heart, so I chose that. I also chose another Coach item, which was a matching bracelet. Matching Coach bracelet that has, again, the hearts with the CC if it's going to. There we go. So I got a matching bracelet and necklace, and then I got the shampoo and conditioner set from Living Proof. And then this was like a free thing that came, a 3-in-1 dog shampoo. So this was something like a free sample that came in the box. And that was everything because I decided not to get some of the items. So yeah, that was everything that I chose in my box for this season. If there's anything that I missed, because I may have taken stuff out of the actual box to use it by now because it's been a while. So if there is anything that I got in addition to this. I'll pop it on the screen. But I wanted to show you guys what I actually chose for this last season.